You know that feeling, that absolutely irresistible pull when you stumble upon a reality TV show, swear you're just going to watch one episode, and suddenly you're utterly, completely
Yeah.
obsessed.
Oh, totally.
It becomes your entire personality for like a week.
Yeah.
We're diving deep into that very phenomenon today, looking at the global giant that is Love Island.
Exactly. And we're not just giving a general overview of Love Island. Our mission is much more precise. We're dissecting the fascinating, often stark, differences between Love Island USA and its original iconic counterpart, Love Island UK.
Right.
We'll use these insights as a springboard, connecting them to other reality TV powerhouses like The Traitors and, the Real Housewives franchise.
Okay.
The goal is to truly understand the mechanics behind these shows, how they're produced, what makes their casts so distinct, and crucially, why audiences like you become so incredibly captivated, even when the drama feels a little, let's say, thoughtfully constructed.
It's going to be a captivating journey. We'll peel back the layers on the evolution of each show, comparing everything from the celebrity hosts and the enticing prize money right down to the very vibe and motivations of the Islanders themselves. We're going to explore how our own engagement, our online chatter and votes actually shapes the narratives we consume. This is a deep dive into the surprisingly complex art of making reality feel, well, real enough to be completely deliciously addictive. So let's unpack where it all began. For years, Love Island UK was truly the undisputed monarch of the villa.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just a popular show, it was a cultural phenomenon. Everyone knew it reigned supreme, and frankly, other global franchises often paled in comparison. It truly set the gold standard, didn't it?
It absolutely did. The UK version didn't just establish the blueprint for what Love Island could be, it became like a veritable national pastime in England. Its success transcended mere ratings. It transformed contestants into overnight household names, securing them massive brand deals, and even prompting public commentary from high-profile figures, including, at one point, the Prime Minister.
No kidding.
Yeah, we saw how this platform launched careers, with stars like Olivia Jade Atwood and Amber Davies parlaying their villa fame into successful careers, becoming mega television hosts or even West End performers.
That's incredible power from one show.
It demonstrated the show's incredible power as a direct pipeline to stardom, transforming what many would consider normies into genuine celebrities. This wasn't just reality TV, it was a career launch pad, a cultural mirror, and a daily conversation starter all rolled into one.
But the U.S. version, on the other hand, definitely started on some rocky footing. Our sources describe initial seasons with a subpar rainy villa,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
a forgettable host,
Yeah.
and what many call cringe cast members.
Huh?
I mean, some people specifically mentioned a Vegas season that they wish they could wipe from their memory entirely.
Oh, the Vegas season.
Yeah. It sounds like it just couldn't quite capture that original magic or even find its own stride initially.
And that raises a crucial question, doesn't it? Why did it struggle initially when the core format was essentially identical?
Exactly.
The skepticism was palpable from the beginning. Many doubted whether the classically British, extremely awkward moments, those uniquely uncomfortable yet compelling silences and social faux pas, and the specific brand of toxically dramatic relationships that defined the UK show would translate effectively to a US audience.
Right, like would Americans get it?
Hmm?
Or even want it?
Precisely. Early reviews were quite telling, noting a significant lack of genuine drama in the U.S. version. Betrayals were often described as low-key, and relationships largely friendly with very little sexual tension, which contrasted sharply with the high-stakes emotional roller coasters and genuine romantic and not-so-romantic entanglements seen across the pond.
So it felt kind of flat.
It felt to many like a watered-down imitation, yeah. Missing the grit and spontaneous combustion that made the UK original so compelling.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. Our sources highlight a significant turnaround for Love Island USA, especially from season 4 onwards with the Peacock takeover.
Yes, the Peacock era.
They talk about Comcast money toward production, a better host, and a bigger villa. It sounds like a real serious investment, a clear commitment to making it a serious contender in the reality TV landscape.
This is a pivotal point, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's abundantly clear that these strategic tweaks, backed by substantial investment, paid off immensely. Season 6 was not just anticipated, it was eagerly awaited, and by recent seasons, like Season 7, Love Island USA wasn't merely improving, it was breaking ratings records.
Wow.
And absolutely dominating social media conversations.
Yeah.
We're talking about an astonishing 623 million video views on TikTok. That's a phenomenal reach.
That's massive.
This wasn't just a modest improvement, it was America falling head over heels for the show. We saw watch parties cropping up nationwide, transforming the show from a personal viewing experience into a communal event, a shared cultural moment.
So it finally clicked.
It really did. This resurgence happened even as the UK version faced viewer disinterest and ratings lows, with many attributing this to audience fatigue after so many years and numerous tales.
Interesting timing.
Love Island USA truly became the most talked about TV event of the summer for many. And to put the numbers in perspective, while early U.S. seasons averaged around 2.6 million viewers, that's relative to a much larger population.
Right, U.S. is bigger.
The UK's first season in 2015 averaged 500,000 viewers. So for the U.S. to quickly scale up and capture such a significant engaged audience, especially on a streaming platform like Peacock, truly showcases its rising popularity and effective repositioning.
It shows they figured something out.
It indicates a deep understanding by the producers of what the American audience wants, which seems to be a more polished, maybe higher production value version of the format.
One of the most noticeable and frankly impactful differences between the two versions lies right at the leadership level, the hosts.
The faces of the show.
Love Island UK has seen 3 hosts. The legendary Caroline Flack, then Laura Whitmore, and now the fabulous Maya Jama. But Love Island USA has had its own rotation as well. Ariel Vanderberg, Sarah Hyland, and the latest, Ariana Madix.
It's fascinating how the role of the host, while crucial, often takes a different flavor in each iteration. However, there's a consistent unifying thread weaving through both franchises. Ian Sterling.
Ah, yes, the voice.
Truly a myth, the icon, the legend, who has narrated both versions from their inception. His signature sarcastic humor provides a familiar comedic touch, acting as a crucial meta-commentary regardless of which island you're watching.
He really does bridge that gap.
He bridges the cultural divide with his wit, but when we look at the on-screen hosts, their design and impact are quite distinct. Ariel Vandenberg, the first U.S. host, was initially perceived by some as a direct replication of Caroline Flack.
Oh?
Yeah, reportedly studying Flack's every move and every beat, yet she also consciously tried to distinguish herself with a more overtly humorous approach, even literally face-planting into the sea in her opening scenes to signal a different, more comedic tone.
Okay, that's a choice.
Whereas Caroline Flack, she was renowned as the queen of the slow-mo sachet and dramatic pause, embodying the high-stakes, fashion-forward drama of the UK show.
Totally. Iconic walk.
Since taking over, Maya Jama has truly made the UK villa her own, bringing a fresh, confident energy that has resonated strongly with viewers.
People love her.
For Love Island USA, the most recent host, Ariana Madix, brought significant new eyes and what were widely described as legendary looks.
Oh, definitely. Post-Scandival.
Exactly. Coming fresh off Scandival, the highly publicized cheating scandal on Vanderpump Rules involving her then-partner Tom Sandoval and a successful Broadway run, she leveraged her very personal experience with love, heartbreak, and clapping back at problematic attention hogs.
Which made her perfect, kinda.
It made her a particularly resonant and relatable choice for the role, providing an instant connection with an audience familiar with her own dramatic journey. It's also worth noting that before Ian Sterling took over U.S. narration, Matthew Hoffman's U.S. narration was often perceived as dry compared to Sterling's witty, rapid-fire commentary.
So the narration matters more than you'd think.
That crucial comedic lift during less entertaining moments was sometimes absent, which made a significant difference in the overall viewing experience.
Let's talk about the cold, hard cash.
Oh.
Because everyone loves to hear about the prize money at stake.
Always.
The UK offers a winning couple a respectable £50,000, which is around $63,000 USD. But in the US, it's a much more substantial $100,000.
Big difference.
That's nearly double the stakes, which surely changes the dynamic for contestants.
And this difference in prize money is tied into another fascinating strategic choice. If we connect this to the bigger picture, the steal the pot twist.
Right, where one person can take it all.
Exactly. That was originally a UK tradition. However, it was dropped after years of couples unanimously opting to split the prize, effectively rendering the twist empty and predictable.
Yeah, no one ever stole it.
Love Island USA revived this element, strategically betting on the actual genuine chance someone could pick love over money.
Ooh, playing on stereotypes, maybe.
Well, this decision reflects a specific and perhaps more cynical perception of American reality stars and their potential for drama. It suggests that producers believed the U.S. cast, potentially driven by a stronger individualistic streak or an increased awareness of personal brand building, would be more likely to prioritize individual financial gain over shared victory,
Making for better TV, potentially.
thereby injecting more suspense and moral dilemmas into the finale. It's a calculated move to amplify the what-if factor and to push the boundaries of how far a contestant might go for that substantial cash prize. It speaks to a subtle difference in the perceived motivations, love or money and fame.
Beyond the cash, the setting itself is almost as famous as the cast. Love Island UK has its truly iconic Mallorca home base, a villa so famous and recognizable that you can actually rent it. It's a character in itself, isn't it? It has a history of personality.
It absolutely does. And this raises an important question about the perceived quality and identity that a villa imparts upon a show. Love Island USA's shooting locations have historically struggled to compete with the UK's established iconography.
Yeah, where were they? Fiji, Vegas.
Exactly. Past U.S. seasons were filmed in various places, including Fiji, or even the heavily criticized Vegas season during the COVID-19 pandemic, which many fans found to be a particularly unappealing and confined environment.
Right, didn't feel very island.
The lack of consistent, recognizable home base meant the U.S. version never built that same sense of legacy or iconic status around its location. However, with the Peacock takeover, producers made a significant pivot. They recommitted to filming in Fiji for season 6 and beyond, specifically promising a leveled-up, vibrant villa designed to finally rival the international giant.
Trying to match the UK's look and feel.
The ambition was to create a truly beautiful, aspirational setting. Yet the impact of an aesthetically pleasing but constantly in use villa is always a point of debate among fans. Some argue that regardless of how beautiful the location, the contestants are still confined to the same space.
Yeah, does the backdrop really matter that much?
Which doesn't necessarily add to the drama or overall appeal of the series itself. The true magic, for many, still comes from the interactions within the villa, not just its backdrop.
You might have noticed that Love Island USA often feels a bit snappier, a little more efficient in its storytelling.
Definitely faster paced.
Our sources confirm it. Recent UK seasons can run for a lengthy 58 days and 49 episodes, which is a huge commitment for viewers.
It's a marathon.
In contrast, the US version has been significantly shorter, with the recent season clocking in at 32 days and 37 episodes. That's a noticeable difference in pacing and runtime.
This difference in length is a fascinating strategic decision, and if we dig into it, it boils down to less filler and more action for the US version.
Less beanbag lounging.
Exactly. While the UK show has always embraced banal things like extended scenes of idling around on beanbag chairs and what some fans affectionately call the purposeful tedium that allows for more natural character development and slow burn relationships.
Some people love.
Right. But the U.S. producers have consciously nailed a balance to address what they perceive as the American audience's demand for faster-paced entertainment. They've trimmed down elements that many U.S. viewers found tedious or unnecessary.
So fewer dates, less hideaway time.
This efficiency also translates to fewer one-on-one dates and fewer hideaway visits in the U.S. version, further shifting the entertainment focus. Instead of intimate, drawn-out couple moments, the U.S. show concentrates more on larger group interactions, ensuring that the stakes involve their feelings within the broader, more immediate social dynamic of the villa,
Keeping the drama front and center.
rather than isolated romantic encounters. This approach caters to a market that might have less patience for slow-burn narrative and expects a higher density of dramatic events.
Beyond the basic format, the U.S. production seems to have leaned into some truly strategic changes to really dial up the drama and keep things moving.
Yes, and if we connect this to the bigger picture of modern reality TV production, U.S. producers are widely credited with implementing heightened gameplay.
Ooh, like what?
They've been observed introducing new layers of decision-making for islanders to deliberately raise the stakes within the villa. This suggests a sophisticated understanding of game theory at play, essentially, designing twists and challenges that encourage strategic, high-stakes decision-making and force confrontations or reevaluations among the islanders.
Making them think more like players.
Exactly. Even the terminology for late arrivals offers a subtle yet telling difference. The UK traditionally refers to these as bombshells.
Classic term.
While Love Island USA pivoted to the far less chic title of VIPs, specifically for Casa Amor, that separate, infamous villa where relationships are put to the ultimate test with a whole new group of singles.
VIPs.
Though they still use bombshells elsewhere, the VIP term shows a slightly different production approach. Despite what some critics described as cheesy wording, a season 5 Casa Amor was still vividly described as a dramatic, incestual must-watch explosion, proving these tweaks can still deliver high-impact entertainment.
So the name doesn't matter if the drama's there.
Right, and a particularly clear example of producers listening intently to audience feedback and making strategic changes is the elimination of the infamous baby challenge in the U.S.
Oh, thank goodness. Those crying dolls.
In the UK, this challenge involves islanders caring for crying robotic baby dolls that test your ears and can lead to sonic pain for viewers. The US version recognized this was a widely disliked, often irritating segment and decisively cut it,
Smart move.
demonstrating a responsiveness to viewer experience that further distinguishes its production approach from the more traditional UK format. It's about maintaining entertainment value without alienating the audience.
This is where the cultural divide between the two shows really shines through. The cast. Initially, the perception was that UK Islanders were more normal, more relatable, while US ones were sometimes perceived as cringe.
Yeah, that was the early take.
But things have definitely shifted on both sides, haven't they?
They absolutely have, and it's fascinating to trace this evolution in both shows' casting philosophies. Early Love Island UK seasons were often described as chaotic with regular people, individuals who weren't primarily focused on building a career out of it, but rather were genuinely attractive young people thrust into an intense social experiment.
More organic, maybe.
The drama felt more organic, more reactive. However, over time, the UK show undeniably became a platform to stardom, attracting wannabe influencers and people who were scouted by ITV, specifically for their potential to create content or boost their personal brands.
The influencer pipeline.
Exactly. This created a dynamic where cast members actively want to play a role, whether it's the alpha male, the villain, or the hero, often purely for exposure. This pursuit of airtime and fame, ironically, led to more toxic drama as people manufactured conflict and played up archetypes to secure their screen time and subsequent brand deals.
So the authenticity maybe slipped a bit.
The authenticity for some was diminished, yeah.
So if the UK version evolved into this influencer pipeline, what does this all mean for the US? How did their casting philosophy diverge or adapt in response or in parallel?
In contrast, recent Love Island USA seasons, particularly season 7, are characterized by what many describe as a growing heart, and a cast seen as genuinely looking for real love, long-term commitment, and exhibiting refreshing emotional vulnerability.
Interesting. So less about the fame.
These islanders are often described as confident, self-aware, and they don't seem to care too much what others think, which, ironically, initially led to less insecurity-driven self-esteem issues and, consequently, less drama compared to the UK's early villainous bombshells and their often awkward moments.
Huh. Less drama sounds less entertaining. Or is it a different kind of drama?
It suggests a conscious move toward cultivating a more authentic, connection-driven atmosphere. Producers, learning from the UK's trajectory, seem to be selecting individuals who prioritize genuine connection over purely transactional fame-seeking, even if it means sacrificing some of the manufactured chaos that initially defined the genre.
So they're banking on viewers wanting real connection.
This suggests a more nuanced understanding of what the American audience now desires from their reality dating shows.
Our sources point to a major factor in this US shift, the influence of the Gen Z cast. How does this generation's unique background, having grown up online, impact their approach to reality TV and their interactions on screen?
This raises a profoundly important question about how a generation that has been so filmed by their own phone cameras for their entire lives interacts with the structured environment of reality TV production.
Right. They're used to being watched almost.
They exhibit a collective self-awareness about the online backlash against other reality dating show contestants who were exposed for being there just for fame or for problematic behavior.
They know what not to do.
This awareness translates into an effortlessness and a strong focus on presenting authenticity, which paradoxically can itself be a new form of performance in the digital age. They are acutely aware of their public image, leading to a dynamic where no one is pretending to be smarter or hotter than they are.
That sounds refreshing, actually.
They are also notably more mental health aware, having witnessed the tragically plagued early UK seasons, which saw several former contestants face significant mental health crises and even, tragically, suicide.
Oh, yeah. That was awful.
As a result, they actively avoid the pitfalls of cliquey, blatantly disloyal, or overtly manipulative behavior, understanding the long-term impact on their personal brands and mental well-being.
They're protecting themselves, in a way.
And they are fluent in Gen Z speak, peppering their conversations with phrases like deadass type shit and be so for real, which makes their interactions feel incredibly current and relatable to a younger audience.
You definitely hear that language.
And while both versions still predominantly feature beautiful and thin people, Love Island USA is increasingly praised for its diverse in race and sexuality casting in later seasons, further distinguishing its modern, inclusive approach.
That's a good point.
Plus, to add an extra layer of international people with sexy accents and a nod to the original, we've even seen Scott from Love Island UK and a few other European cast members who live in the US appear in Love Island USA.
Oh, yeah. Bringing in some UK flavor.
Cleverly blending some of that original charm with the new American vibe.
It sounds like the drama, then, comes from fundamentally different places in each version. Less manufactured conflict and more organic relationship dynamics playing out.
Precisely. The early UK show, as we discussed, often forced drama through awkward moments and villainous bombshells. Those strategically introduced new arrivals designed to shake up existing couples. This often created a toxically dramatic environment where conflict was almost guaranteed.
Leading to those explosive moments.
Leading to explosive, often uncomfortable entertainment. The U.S. cast, on the other hand, particularly in more recent seasons, seems to take the roller coaster in their stride, leading to more emotionally healthier interactions.
Which, again, sounds less dramatic.
Well, this initially translated to less drama in the traditional sense of explosive arguments or backstabbing. However, for Love Island USA, this focus on authenticity doesn't mean a lack of entertainment. Rather, it often translates into more relatable relationship drama that comes out of it.
Ah, okay. The natural ups and downs.
The nuanced complexities of genuine feelings, miscommunications, and the inevitable challenges of trying to build real connections under intense scrutiny. The entertainment stems from authentic emotional stakes and the relatable complexities of human relationships, rather than purely performative or producer-engineered conflict.
It's a shift from toxic to tender drama, maybe?
Something like that, yeah. But still compelling.
Whether it's UK or US, Love Island has this incredible knack for keeping us absolutely glued to our screens and buzzing endlessly online. What's the secret sauce that makes it so uniquely engaging for you, the audience? What truly hooks us?
The secret lies in its unique, almost unprecedented production model that sets Love Island apart from nearly every other reality dating show.
Okay, how so?
Unlike The Bachelor, which typically releases one highly edited weekly episode, or Love is Blind, which is filmed months in advance and then dropped in batches, Love Island delivers 6-hour-long episodes a week.
That's a lot of content.
This relentless pace is already unique, but the crucial element is that these episodes are filmed with only a 48-hour delay from airtime.
Wow, that's almost live.
This incredibly tight turnaround creates an unparalleled immediacy and a perception of closeness to the events unfolding, which drives incredibly fervent fan engagement. It truly feels like you're watching events unfold almost in real time, making the drama feel current, urgent, and personal.
You feel like you're in it.
You're living it with them.
So it's not just about passively watching. It's about actively living and breathing the show along with the contestants, almost in sync.
Absolutely. This constant, almost real-time flow of content isn't just passive viewing. It actively fuels water cooler and social media discussions at an astounding rate. You'll find fans meticulously creating TikTok compilations of their favorite moments.
Oh, the TikToks are endless.
Dissecting every glance and whispered conversation, or they'll dive deep into subreddits where they're not just discussing the show, but actively trying to figure out who these people are in real life, their pasts, their true intentions.
becoming internet detectives.
This continuous stream of fresh content gives viewers a bunch of different avenues for engagement beyond just watching the episodes themselves. It transforms the show from mere television into a truly weekly event television experience, a shared cultural moment that everyone is talking about, dissecting, and participating in.
It builds a community.
It builds a genuine community around the show, blurring the lines between spectator and participant.
It often feels like the show is listening to us, doesn't it? Like our online chatter, our preferences, and even our outrage actually matters and can influence what happens next inside the villa.
That's a very astute observation, and it raises an important question about the dynamic between audience and production, a dynamic the producers very cleverly cultivate.
They want us to feel involved.
They actively tune in to online conversations and respond to what fans are saying. Because of that incredibly tight filming to airing delay, they have the unique ability to shape storylines in real time.
Like pushing couples together.
For example, if the audience perceives undeniable chemistry between contestants, like Nyx and Alandria in Season 7, producers can strategically engineer opportunities, dates, or challenges to push them together, amplifying that perceived connection.
Giving the people what they want, sometimes.
More dramatically, producers have even directly intervened and eliminated islanders based on real-life incidents or past controversies, such as racial slurs that resurface from their online activity, which are then brought to the producer's attention by the highly engaged fan base.
Right, we saw that happen, like with Yulissa and Sierra.
Exactly. For instance, Yulissa Escobar was axed in the very first week of Season 7 after an old podcast episode containing a racial slur resurfaced. Similarly, Sierra Ortega left due to a personal situation after posts with a slur against people of Asian descent circulated. These instances clearly demonstrate the direct and immediate impact external audience feedback can have on the show's narrative and even its cast.
So it really does feel like we as viewers actually have power. Our collective opinions can genuinely change the game for these islanders.
While it certainly feels that way, and producers are very adept at fostering that perception, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's perhaps more of a false sense of agency.
Ah, the illusion of control.
While audience preferences undeniably influence the show's direction and day-to-day narratives, producers ultimately maintain stringent control over the overarching narrative and, crucially, the final outcome. As one expert noted, they are not going to give you what you want because as soon as they give you what you want, you're going to stop watching.
Keep them guessing.
It's a highly strategic move to keep viewers hooked, to maintain that suspense and investment. The prevailing prediction is often that it's not going to end the way the fans want because if it does, there's no reason to watch next season.
So they deliberately don't give us the fairy tale ending sometimes.
This constant push and pull, the tantalizing illusion of influence coupled with the producer's ultimate control, keeps us guessing, invested, and tuning in, eager to see if our predictions or desires will actually materialize. It's a masterclass in audience manipulation for entertainment.
And this constant engagement and real-time feedback loop also seems to generate its own share of controversy, sometimes stemming directly from the Islanders' own past actions or present lack of self-awareness.
Indeed. Beyond the very public eliminations for past remarks we just discussed, even a finalist like Huda Mustafa was admonished by producers for a TikTok lip-sync controversy where she used a racial slur.
Right, that was another one.
This lack of self-awareness from some Gen Z Islanders, who have frankly lived regrettably too online and perhaps haven't fully grasped the permanence of their digital footprints, fuels a messier brand of reality TV that actively snokes viewers and paradoxically contributes to the show's current popularity.
The messiness is part of the appeal, maybe.
It mirrors a broader trend seen in shows like The Traitors, where contestants' pasts or gaffes become part of the narrative. Despite being dubbed boring in its early U.S. iteration, Love Island USA is universally described as addictive. It particularly excels at keeping younger, more engaged, and more of them women audiences hooked.
It definitely found its audience.
For many, Love Island serves as a salve for our chaotic times, a form of compelling escapism. One viral Barbenheimer meme illustrated this perfectly, comparing watching Love Island to watching WWIE start.
Ah, I saw that.
Humorously highlighting the show as a comforting, albeit dramatic, distraction from global anxieties. It fulfills a deep human need for narrative, connection, and even controlled drama in an increasingly complex world.
The debate over celebrities versus regular people isn't exclusive to Love Island. We see this fascinating casting conundrum play out in other reality TV giants. The Traitors franchise, for example, presents a stark contrast between its UK and US versions on this very issue,
Oh, absolutely.
reflecting completely different philosophies.
It's a truly illuminating contrast. The Traitors UK is widely, almost universally praised for its regular picks. Audiences consistently find that normal, everyday picks for the show are so much better because their reactions feel more genuine and unpredictable.
You root for them differently.
The BBC reportedly resisted producer desires for influencer-type casting, consciously sticking to a diverse group of individuals spanning all ages and backgrounds: a chess grandmaster, a magician, a part-time model, a call center agent.
Real people.
Viewers appreciate seeing new, genuine faces play the game, finding more unique and endearing about watching everyday people navigate the intricate web of deception. This casting strategy has been a cornerstone of its immense success, with the UK version drawing significant viewership. For example, an impressive 4.4 million viewers for just one episode.
Wow, that's huge for the UK.
The appeal lies in the relatability and the high emotional stakes when ordinary people are put in extraordinary circumstances.
But the Traitors US went a distinctly different, almost opposite route, didn't it? They fully embraced a different kind of star power.
Precisely. The Traitors US cast exclusively reality stars, drawing in million fans by the droves from highly popular franchises like Big Brother, Survivor, The Challenge, and Housewives.
All the familiar faces.
This was widely seen as a genius move for a subscription platform like Peacock, where celebrity worship and stan culture are prevalent, providing a built-in audience eager to see their favorite personalities interact.
Guaranteed eyeballs.
The strategy was to create immediate buzz and leverage existing fan bases. However, this raises an important question about gameplay. These pre-existing reality show factions and automatic alliances that form with little to no effort in working to build them can at times make the gameplay less dynamic.
Right, like the Big Brother alliance.
For example, in Season 1, contestants from Big Brother quickly aligned, making it difficult for others to break into their block or for traitors to recruit outside these established relationships. While some argue that these seasoned in front of the camera stars undeniably bring drama and bickering and rivalries that is supremely fun to watch, creating pure camp and delivering memorable quotes.
Which can be very entertaining.
Others point out that the focus on established personalities can overshadow genuine strategic play and the organic tension of the game. In fact, a telling detail from the Traitors US Season 1 was that the handful of normies, regular people who were included, were basically cut from the show.
Oh, really? Edited out.
Because the camera naturally favored the more recognizable reality stars, highlighting the production's implicit bias and the undeniable draw of celebrity. This approach, while commercially successful, fundamentally alters the nature of the game.
If we're talking about celebrity-driven reality TV, we simply can't ignore the Real Housewives franchise. It's an empire essentially built on this model from the ground up, a testament to the power of established personalities.
Absolutely. If we connect this to the bigger picture, The Real Housewives is the quintessential example of long-term investment in reality stars, a strategy that has successfully created genuine cultural icons.
They become household names.
Unlike many reality shows where contestants flare up and burn out within a single season, Housewives follows women, often over 40, for years, even decades. This longitudinal approach allows viewers to witness their multifaceted lives, navigating divorce, grief, success, self-discovery, and the relentless pursuit of fame.
You really go on a journey with them.
This rewards patience for viewers and, more profoundly, cultivates a deep community among fans who follow these women for years, forming parasocial relationships with them. Executive producer Andy Cohen is famously quoted for hiring women over 40, a rarity in Hollywood.
Good for him.
And this commitment to showcasing women in various stages of life, often with established wealth and social circles, is a unique selling point. The franchise's vast reach, spanning over a dozen U.S. cities and extending internationally to places like Sydney, Dubai, and even potentially London, speaks to its enduring appeal and the power of its consistent model.
It's a global phenomenon.
This long-term engagement fosters a unique kind of fan loyalty, where viewers feel invested in the characters' ongoing sagas, almost like a real-life soap opera.
And the drama in The Real Housewives is absolutely legendary, often spilling off screen and into headlines, becoming almost as impactful as the show itself.
It's the lifeblood of the franchise. The Real Housewives thrives on existing personalities and their dramatic lives, which often play out on a grand public scale, sometimes blurring the lines between reality TV and genuine news.
Like legal troubles and scandals?
We've seen everything from the very serious real-world consequences of Jen Shah's federal indictments in Salt Lake City, where she eventually served time for fraud, to Kenya Moore's highly personal revenge porn debacle in Atlanta.
Oh.
And who could forget the operatic best of Scandival from Vanderpump Rules, a Real Housewives spinoff where Tom Sandoval was caught cheating on Ariana Madix with a co-star, sending shockwaves through pop culture
That was everywhere.
and providing a masterclass in a mid-season reality TV narrative pivot. These real-life controversies and deeply personal dramas only amplify the show's entertainment value, making it impossible to look away.
It's almost too real sometimes.
The upcoming Real Housewives of London will further leverage this model, featuring genuinely pre-existing relationships among 6 wealthy women. The aim is to capture that unique, stiff upper lip meets crazy housewives dynamic, proving that established personalities and their intertwined, often volatile lives can indeed bring guaranteed high-stakes entertainment.
So that formula still works.
It's a testament to the fact that when you invest in people, their authentic or authentically dramatic lives become the content.
So after this truly fascinating journey, what does all of this mean? We've explored how Love Island has evolved from a UK sensation to a US powerhouse, with each version making incredibly strategic and culturally specific choices in production, casting, and how they engage with us, their audience. From the celebrity hosts and the enticing prize money to the very authenticity and motivations of the Islanders themselves, the differences tell a compelling story about what we crave in reality TV.
And what's truly revealing is how these nuanced trends ripple across the entire reality TV landscape. We've seen it in the traitors' debate over civilian versus celebrity casts, each approach tapping into different desires for relatability or star power.
Right, two sides of the same coin.
We've also observed it in the Real Housewives' enduring empire, built on the long-term investment in and cultivation of established personalities. Ultimately, producers are engaged in a relentless, sophisticated dance, constantly tweaking the formula, aiming to balance realness with entertainment.
It's a tightrope walk.
They are masters at navigating the false sense of agency they give to us, the viewers, making us feel like we're steering the ship while subtly guiding it towards maximum drama and engagement.
Making us think we're in control.
It's a delicate art to keep us captivated without fully giving us everything we think we want, ensuring we always come back for more.
This deep dive into the strategic brilliance and cultural nuances of reality TV makes me wonder. As this genre continues to blur the lines between genuine human connection and strategic gameplay, and as audiences demand both raw authenticity and explosive drama, what's next? What will the next big tweak or innovation be that completely transforms it? And perhaps more personally, how much of our own deep-seated desires for instant connection, for dramatic escapism, for a glimpse into human nature under pressure, are we actually seeing reflected back in the villas and mansions on our screens?
That's a deep question.
It's something to truly think about the next time you find yourself utterly delightfully lost in the drama of your favorite show.